still, it's on their list. I haven't heard anything, no. Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the regular City of Hoyt Lakes Council meeting, Monday, April 11th, 2022, 5:30. Roll call, please.
Grams? Here. Kramer? Here. Pop?
Here.
Zins?
Here.
Freeland?
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have a consent agenda. It's approval of city council meetings and then the 9.1. Any questions on any of that? I just threw on that consent, the Northern Minnesota Rural Ambulance meeting. Mel and Dave will be going to that meeting next week, or 21st. So, and then there was a letter that all the mayors signed to send to Hovland on the Rainy River shutdown of mining. So that I also included that in there. So, any other questions on consent? Not hearing any. Motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve consent agenda.
Motion by Councillor Zins. Is there support?
I'll support.
Support by Councillor Pop. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Guest citizens and forum, you both gentlemen on the agenda? Okay. Reports from city.
Rail crossing, they gotta get permission from the railroad, I guess.
And Dave,
And then culverts.
and I imagine Paul and Matt will be taking the other out then when the bridges are down? Okay.
Yeah, the county has already contacted both the Subway Nugget and Pauling. And they're doing bridge work. The road will be shut down completely. I thought they were doing the culverts first. Yeah, they're gonna start with culverts. Once they get those done, they're gonna do the bridges, so.
Okay. Be nice when it's done. EMS Director Olmsted.
Let's see. March we had 72 runs. Last week we were awarded a Minnesota Power Grant to purchase AEDs for our first responders for $5,000. So I went ahead and ordered those today. Try to get those in service as soon as we can. This Saturday, April 16th, will be the Easter Bunny Parade, and we do have an ambulance and a fire truck participating.
What route are they going to be on, Mel?
The route, that's up to Miles, because Miles leads the way with the PD. We try to stick to the same route as the Santa Claus, but yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's supposed to be warm Saturday, so no, it's not. I'm lying. But last weekend, let's see, what day was it? Saturday, we just did a medical standby for the hill climb at Giants Ridge. There were no injuries, so that's a huge success. And then today, recently, we just started looking into a DEF fluid system to have at the fire hall. Lucky Seven's hit or miss with carrying DEF fluid. I just bought the last 2 bottles from there, and I'm paying roughly $12 a gallon for it there. If we get a 55-gallon barrel, I'm figuring we can get it for about $5. Have a 55-gallon barrel with a pump system. It's going to be a little bit expensive at first, but Jake's new sludge truck will use it. We have 1 fire truck that uses it, and all 3 of my ambulances use it. So the plan is to kind of share it.
Does any other public works rigs
No.
use it?
No. Well, if they get any new kind of equipment that's diesel, it may.
Okay.
So we may be able to utilize it there also. So I'm just working on getting prices and stuff for that, and we'll figure out the rest when I get it. Other than that, that's all I have.
A question for you. What first responder outfits are getting the AEDs?
So our first responders that use them the most are our police department. So I am going to give the police department all 3 new ones. He does have 1 squad that is not equipped with one, and then 1 I will get in return. So I'll have 2 extras, and those will go as needed, like if Aurora gets any new first responders or the town of White or
Okay.
what have you.
Just wanted the residents to be aware of that
Yes.
we're supplying
We also do
AEDs.
have a member on our ambulance service that lives in Aurora and has been first responding from home when he's not on call. So I may possibly give him one so he's equipped with one also.
Okay. Perfect, thank you. City Attorney Brunfeld. All right, thank you. Reports from elected officials. Counselor Zins.
The only thing I have is it was on the consent agenda. Mel and I will be attending a public meeting on rural ambulance service. Rand is putting it on. It's going to be over at the Hoyt Town Hall and Highway 37 next Thursday evening. So I don't know a whole lot about what the agenda is, but we're going to find out.
Perfect, thank you. Counselor Pop.
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
Counselor Kramer.
I was just also gonna remind the residents about the Easter parade, and it starts at 11 on Saturday the 16th, so. Make sure you're outside waving on the Easter bunny.
Thank you. Counselor Grams.
The only thing, I'm the liaison for the UPACI, and I see they just elected a new board for all their offices, so I will probably find out when their next meeting is and just go introduce myself to the new board and see if they're in need of anything or have anything to share with us.
Perfect, thank you. And I have nothing tonight either, so. We will jump over to old business. Item 10.1, permanent access easement request from Minnesota Power. Becky.
I spoke with Kate regarding compensation for the permanent easement across the city's property for access to that solar field. He did some calculations based on nearby land and the area covered by that easement. He came to the conclusion that $2,000 was fair compensation for that permanent easement. We have already received a check for that, and so all it is waiting then is council approval for that permanent easement. We'll get it signed and sent to the county clerk.
Do you want any questions or discussion on this?
Mitch, everything look good on it?
And just for the, just for the public's awareness, this is an easement to get to their new solar farm. Minnesota Power will be installing a very large solar farm out at Laskin this summer. So, any other questions or concerns? Motion to approve. Motion by Counselor Kramer. Is there support? Support by Counselor Zins. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 11, new business. 11.1, requested write-offs for delinquent utility billing. Becky?
Like last meeting, this is one bill that we were unable to collect on for one reason or another. The person moved before we could assess the bill to the property owner. So unfortunately, that is a bill the city is stuck with, so we are just requesting write-off. We have done everything we can to collect that.
Motion to approve?
Just a question, is there anything that we can have communications with the realtors and stuff in town as to did this house sell or did it, so that we would know when people are leaving town and if they're delinquent, that we could put that assessment on?
I don't see that this is gonna be much of a problem going forward. We have changed our process a little bit when a house sells to try to prevent this from happening. This is just gonna be a cleanup.
Cleaning up the old stuff. Okay, perfect.
Motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Counselor Pop. Is there support? Support by Counselor Grams. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 11.3, advertisement, 11.2, D&B Environmental Services Contract for Mosquito Management Services. Becky?
This is a contract we sign every year. If you see the cost increase, as far as a $500 fuel surcharge, additionally, rather than paying $3,000 upfront, you will be required to pay $4,000 upfront, which city pays the same and other than that $1,000 surcharge. The owner stopped by today and he assured me that if gas prices go back down, that surcharge will not be charged, but obviously we cannot predict the fuel prices.
Any questions or concerns?
I do have one question on Exhibit A. and I thought we had gotten rid of this, the equipment and materials line. I know it still states in there that all control material is required for the contract will be provided, purchased, paid for, and stored by the city of Hoyt Lakes. Kenny said that we had never stored this material at Hoyt Lakes. And I was pretty sure that when we switched, I think it was last year, he just came up with the $500 per application, and he was taking care of the material and
Yeah.
the work.
You're right, I remember that.
Last,
Maybe what you want to do is, you can just pass it and
Yeah.
well, and last year I know for a fact we ordered the supplies. So they came into City Hall, yes. We had stacks of them here. I think that's it.
The block,
It could be.
possible.
You want to
Maybe
pass?
just some clarification on that.
Do we need to have this, I would imagine we need to have this done right away, or do you want, can I wait till the next meeting?
He wants to get the black card application now. You can, I assume they can pass it with correction of language to match last year's contract.
Okay, does that sound good, Dan?
Yep.
Make that motion?
I'll make that motion, yes.
Motion by Counselor Pop, is there support?
I'll support that.
Support by Counselor Zins. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, motion carries. 11.3, advertisement for bids for Fisherman's Point Bathhouse. Do you want, got something to say about it, or? Yeah, Jake, hand him a microphone there. Well, that's normally where it is. I'm gonna have you move over here to your right in front of the camera. Why don't you go up to the podium, thank you.
Where we're at is we've put together the bid package and the plans, and basically we're looking for the council to basically approve the plans and put it out for bids. And the reason why I'm here is in case somebody has any questions and particulars on the project.
And on the second page, just for council and residents, it gives a timeline. Opening bids will be May 17th, award bid May 23rd. Construction will be this summer, basically construction by the end of the summer, so. Questions or comments by anybody?
I just want to make one clarification on that. We have sort of what we call a substantial completion date, which they'd get the foundation and everything in this year, but the actual final of the building and everything wouldn't be until June of 2023. That gives enough of a window for the contractor to get the stuff done, and also hopefully we get some favorable bid prices because we have that larger window.
So it most likely will not be used this year.
No.
Okay. All right. Any other comments or questions by council? Not hearing any, could I have a motion to approve advertising for bids for Fisherman's Point Bathhouse?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Counselor Pop. Support? Support by Counselor Kramer. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 11.4, Resolution 2022-006, supporting Ranger ATV and Snowmobile Club.
This is, pass through and
Yep, so this money was appropriated from the legislature in 2011, I believe. And for them to access it, they need a resolution of support from the fiscal agent, which would be us. So this is just getting them that resolution of support so they can then access that $100,000. This is for the trail between 8 and
That's how long it's taken us to get wetland permits and forestry permits and everything we've needed, so.
make a motion to approve that resolution.
Motion by Counselor Zins. Is there support?
I'll support.
Support by Counselor Pop. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And 11.5, invoice 12,000 from Wasabi Bituminous for Ranger ATV. Becky?
is part of that same project. So this is requesting to come out of entirely the St. Louis County grant. Just a reminder, we haven't yet received any money from St. Louis County, and we submitted about $300,000 request from them, to them. So we are still waiting for that money back from St. Louis County. This is for work Wasabi Bituminous did, I believe, here in the trail.
Right, they cleared a bunch of trees off part of that. So any word from the county on what's the holdup?
So the money was actually initially issued to the Quad Cities Club, and then the Quad Cities had to cut a check back to St. Louis County, so St. Louis County could cut a check to SEH, so SEH could cut a check to the city. So there's a little bit of paperwork going on.
And we're fiscal, it is no, just so everybody's aware, that none of this money is City of Hoyt Lakes tax money. This is all grant that the Ranger Snowmobile Club has received, so. Motion to approve this. Motion by Counselor Kramer. Is there support? Support by Counselor Zins. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 11.6, pay request number 20 in the amount of $286,170 to Gritter Construction for the wastewater treatment facility. Jake, anything interesting on this one?
Electrical's going up, paint's going on walls. I mean, it's starting to get closer to that finished point as far as the filter building goes. So,
Good. Questions, comments? This is just for the public's information. This is the main wastewater project. We did receive about $12 million in grants, so a lot of this is either the grant money or the PFA funding for that project. So, a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Counselor Pop, support?
Support.
Support by Counselor Grams. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. In 11.7, Resolution 2022-007, assessing delinquent utility bills to property taxes. For the public's information, we had a public hearing at 5 o'clock tonight on about a dozen utility bills that are way overdue, and we are going to put them onto their city taxes. So this will just be a motion tonight by this council to approve that. So, any other discussion on this? And so for the residents, nobody showed up tonight of these residents that are overdue. So these bills will be put on their property taxes. On the motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Motion by Counselor Zins. Is there support?
I'll support.
Support by Counselor Pop. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Anything else to come in front of this council tonight? Not hearing any. Motion to adjourn. Motion by Counselor Kramer. Support?
Support.
Support by Counselor Grams. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Good night, everybody.